My new fingerprint scanner. My car turns on. That is so cool. Around Christmas time, I got myself into the Arduino realm. Kind of been looking at some online things, trying to brush up, see if I can't make my own program. And I thought the perfect way to start this would be to do kind of a security thing. I wanted to get a capacitive fingerprint scanner and have that be kind of the access to my car. Well, so as I started getting into it, I found out that somebody already does this and it's only for like 20 bucks. So let's see what we got. All right, so we'll go ahead and unbox this, see what we got. So this got some instructions for the control board. All right, so this got the control board as well as this is a power supply. So I think everything runs off 5 volts, but it's got 12 volt input. And then this is my capacitive fingerprint sensor. So let's see if we can get this to work. One of the concerns I have is power. So the 12 volt system that I have, when I got the passive keyless entry, it seems to drain my battery to the point where I can't start my car in about 3 or 4 days. So this one says it draws 40 milliamps at a standby. So like a normal car battery is about 48 amp hours. So in theory, this one could be on standby for 1,200 hours without getting the battery too low. We'll see though. Okay, I am getting set up. This is power supply that I've used forever, just 12 volt power supply, just a LED. So when it gets 12 volts, it lights up. So what I'm going to do is, this one also needs 12 volts. So I'm going to put the power supply to it, and then I'm going to put the output. So this has got a relay. So the output I'm going to put to here, just so we can see when essentially it's completing the circuit and when it's not. Originally I thought it was this, but it's the actually connector 1 back. The other thing I'll point out while this is open is this is a timed relay. So if you want to go more or less, there's a screw there that you can do that. That is for mode 2. I'm actually interested in mode 1, where when you put the fingerprint on, it just turns it on, you put it on again and turns it off. But that's kind of for my electric car. If you're doing just a regular car where you want ignition kind of just on for like a second or half second, it's mode 2 that you'd want. All right, so I've got my capacitive fingerprint sensor plugged into here. There is a little switch just right here. This is how you switch between mode 1 and mode 2. Over here there's a button. This is for, you press that and that's kind of gets you into the setup mode where you can scan fingerprints and things. And when you're all done, you hit that for 10 seconds and enters the sleep mode. So we're gonna try all this out, see how it works. Okay, so I'm figuring things out. I'm in the mode right now, like the factory mode, where I think it'll accept any fingerprint. But basically, you touch it once to go on, and then once to go off. So again, that's what I would like. This is the other mode. The other mode is you touch it, it'll turn on for a little bit and then go off. So I'll go back to the original mode and then I'll set some fingerprints. So now I think I pressed the set button and that should initialize everything. So we'll try that. Okay, that's one finger. Okay, now I think we just leave it, and I think it'll, after 10 seconds, it should kind of go back to its ready state. Okay, so I'm going to try a finger that I did not register. Okay, it gives me a no. Here's one I did register. And here's another one I registered. So I think it's going the way I want it. What do you guys think? Pretty awesome, huh? One other thing I just tried, so if you lose power completely, it still remembers the fingerprints that you registered, so it doesn't kind of go back to factory default. There is a way to do that, but not just when power goes off. All right, so I got it in standby mode or sleep mode. It doesn't have any color. Again, this in theory draws 40 milliamps, so I think we should be good for a long while. The next thing is putting in the car. So here's the center console. I kind of laid this all out exactly how I thought at the time. So putting in this new button, I'm trying to decide where I might want it. So again, there's the start stop. In theory, I could just replace that. I kind of like the look of it, but this other button would do the same thing. That is the park brake, kind of emergency flashers, then the gear selector. I've got, that's the display for 12 volts, the 12 volt system. And then I've got some USB and auxiliary ports, kind of for charging and also for the stereo. So I'll decide kind of where I think I want it, and then we'll kind of proceed to take things apart. All right, I dug apart the car, took off my back access panel. Not too bad. Had to do that to take off the center console panel. Now I'm trying to add my new security. So we'll see if this works. I am officially replacing my start stop button. This was not just kind of a standard one. I actually had to do some special things. So that is a 3D printed part in there, and that is a switch that I bought. And then over here, this is a board that takes it from a momentary switch to a latching switch. So I kind of had to do a couple of things to make it how I wanted, but no more. We're going with this one. I don't know if this will all work, but the previous start-stop button here was a little bit larger than this one. So I'm trying to make it all fit, and I've been making this piece, and I've got some of this, what do you call it, fill-in paint? And trying to see if I can kind of make this so it says start and stop. I just thought that might be cool. So I've got this in there. I'll kind of sand it off, see if it looks good, or maybe it still looks crappy. Okay, I made two of these just in case I didn't like the ones with the letters. I actually think I like that, so I will install it and let's just see what it looks like. All right, there's the button. I'll go put it in the center console and get things tightened down. There it is in the center console. So I just need to fasten it. I got my everything kind of installed, all the wires together. So this will be the first time I try this. On this side, let's go. Hey, it turned on, just like we were hoping. So now I can go ahead and button things up. Okay, I got the panel all back together. My new fingerprint scanner. So I'm going to first go with one that is not registered. So it gives me kind of red light, can't get in. If I do a finger that is registered, my car turns on. Yeah, that's so cool. The other thing is I've got a fingerprint to turn on my dash display as well. So if I want it to kind of always come up, I've got to do some we'll call it automation within the iPad. But right now, it's an extra security feature. And then the other thing is to turn it off, same thing. So there we go. So I'm kind of geeking out. I think that's pretty fun. Nice way to add some extra security. Okay, I have been messing with the iPad, putting in some automations to have it turn off automatically when the car's off, and then turn on and open the EV Controls app when it's on. So I'm going to see if this works. So go ahead and turn off the car. Let's try this again. Okay, we'll see if this works. Go ahead and turn it off. It does not seem like it. think it had ask before open enabled, so I switched that. So now let's see if I turn on the car. Did not do it. So let's see if it will turn off now. So in theory, this one should time out. Okay, I had my kind of auto lock on never. So we're gonna try this again. Car's on. And did nothing. I think I have successfully done the automation here. If I kind of turn the car on. Let's see, does it work? No. So I've been playing around with this automation for a while. I think I've got it, but I don't know. I thought that a couple times ago, so we'll see. Okay, we'll see if this works now. In theory, when I turn it on, it should open up the EV Controls app. It always wants to like just go to like the screen where you need to then like open it up. And then even when I open it up, the app's not on. Okay, so the automation I had not clicked enable automation. So this time, it was like time number 5. So let's try it. We'll turn this off and hopefully it'll open the clock app. And again, after 2 minutes, that'll time out and kind of have the iPad go to sleep. And then in theory, when I turn it back on, it should open the EV Controls app. Let's try it. So I turn off the car, this opens. I will wait for the 2 minutes, but that'll go off and then we'll try to turn it back on. All right, so the screen just kind of went really dim and I'm sure another 5-10 seconds it'll go off. So there it's off. Now we'll turn it on and hopefully the EV Controls app will come up. Okay, I'm lacking confidence. I think I've got something still set on some low power mode, which is interfering with the automation, but we'll see if it works this time. Hey, how about that? That is awesome. So now we'll go ahead and turn it off. And it goes to the clock mode, and again it times out after 2 minutes. So I think we're good. I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, the screen went off. Now we'll try one more time. When it comes on, again it should open the EV Controls app. And I want you to pay attention to the opening. When it opens the app, the screen that comes up, I just put an image on there, a picture. Look at that. Okay, I think we got it. So that took me like 9 times. Maybe a little embarrassing, but I kind of still believe that full transparency is the best practice. Not everything happens on the first time. But we got it done. I'm really excited. That's all the time we have for this week. See you next week.